What's your most legendary experience with the butterfly effect? I was 19 and broke, like really broke, living in a tiny apartment with 2 roommates who never cleaned and ate all my food. It was a Tuesday night around 11 when I went to brush my teeth and squeezed the tube. Nothing came out. I shook it, rolled it up, still nothing. I stood there staring at myself in the mirror thinking I could just skip it one night. My mouth felt gross, but I was tired and the store was 10 minutes away. Then my brain just went, "No, you're gonna regret this," and I grabbed my jacket. The walk was quiet, streetlights buzzing, a few cars passing by. I got to the store and grabbed the cheapest toothpaste they had, got to the register and reached for my wallet. Not there. I checked every pocket twice, left it on my dresser. I looked at the cashier and said, "Never mind," and started walking back toward the door. That's when this guy behind me in line spoke up. "Hey man, I got you." I turned around and he was holding out a $5 bill. I tried to say no, but he laughed and said it's a tube of toothpaste, not a kidney, so I let him pay. We walked out together and he asked where I was headed. I said just home. He introduced himself as Troy and said he worked for some non-profit that helped people get jobs. "You seem like a smart guy," he told me. "You working right now?" I said not really. Just doing DoorDash sometimes. He nodded like he understood and said I should come to this seminar thing they were doing that weekend. Free food and you might meet some people. I took his number mostly to be polite. Didn't think about it again. 3 days later, Troy actually called. Reminded me about the seminar. Said it started at 9 on Saturday. I almost said I was busy, but I had nothing going on, so I went. The seminar was in this old community center that smelled like coffee and cleaning spray. There were maybe 30 people there. Troy introduced me to this older guy named Glenn who owned a tech repair shop across town. Glenn asked if I knew anything about phones or computers. I said a little. He handed me his card and told me to stop by Monday if I wanted to learn more. I went. Glenn hired me the same day, started me at $12 an hour fixing cracked screens and replacing batteries. It wasn't much, but it was steady. I watched Glenn work and learned fast. Within 2 months, I was handling most of the repairs myself. I started doing side jobs for friends, then friends of friends. I made a YouTube video showing how to replace an iPhone battery because someone asked me to explain it over text, and I got tired of typing. That video got 2,000 views, then 10,000. I made more videos. My channel grew. When COVID hit, everyone was stuck at home breaking their stuff and trying to fix it themselves. My channel exploded. I gained 500,000 subscribers in like 14 months. People started asking if I did courses, so I made one. Sold it for $50. Made $6,000 the first week. By the end of that year, I'd made over $200,000 teaching people how to fix electronics from my apartment. I quit DoorDash, quit Glenn's shop, bought a used car that actually worked. Then this guy named Paulie, who took one of my courses, messaged me. Said he was an engineer and had an idea for this modular charging station that could power like 6 devices at once and fold up flat. Asked if I wanted to help him build a prototype. We built it in his garage over 3 months. Launched a Kickstarter. We thought we'd be lucky to hit $20,000. We raised $1.3 million in 6 weeks. Now I run a tech company with Paulie. We've got 14 employees, an office, real investors. We're designing our second product right now.